Hello humanoids, welcome to Halfling Hobbies. I'm Halfling Hannah, and today I am so excited to share with you a project that I am partnering with. This project, no joke, is going to literally change the way that we homebrew forever, and I cannot wait. I'm going to show it to you before anyone else gets to see it, and I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am. So, here we go. All right, humanoids, I am super excited to announce that I am partnering with the Wanderer's Guide. This is going to be essentially a DM's playground of homebrew content. And I get to show you the Kickstarter before it has been launched. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the awesomeness that is the Wanderer's Guide. All right, so this is the draft of the Kickstarter. When I said you get the inside scoop, I was serious. So here's what the Wanderer's Guide is. This is an absolutely gorgeous collection of maps that are 100% blank. They are free of lore, they are free of settings, they are just maps. So here's the whole point of the Wanderer's Guide. We have settings books that you can pick up, such as Eberron. I've been going through a series on Eberron. We also have adventure modules that you can run an entire adventure. However, there is not a lot of help for those DMs that want to run a homebrew, a 100% self-made story. If you want to do that, essentially you have to come up with the continent, you have to come up with the lore, you have to come up with everything yourself, and there's no help for you. And if you're like me and cannot do maps, it becomes extremely difficult and upsetting because we want a world that is blank, right? And then we want to put our creation and our stories into that blank world. That is exactly what the Adventurer's Guide is all about. It is a gorgeous and beautiful world ready for you to put your awesome story in. So let's take a look at this Kickstarter. So the whole point of the Wanderer's Guide is to be an immersive fantasy atlas featuring multiple perspectives ranging from breathtaking worldviews, intricate city designs, and detailed building interiors. So the thing that has always kind of frustrated me as a DM is that in setting books, they give you a gorgeous big world map and maybe some city maps, but that's it. All of the places that your players are going to be in a lot, you have nothing for except to buy. Maybe somebody else has made that content, or you have to make that content yourself. And there's nothing really out there for homebrews at all. And that's exactly what this is going to be. So it is going to be a physical book of maps, like an atlas, where you can just pick out these maps and insert your story into this map. So you still have something beautiful to show your players, but it's your story. It is 100% your story. It's just a world that they've created. Isn't this fantastic? I cannot express how excited I am. Look at this beautiful artwork. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. We're going to have cities, towers, mountain ranges. There are islands. If we go down here, you can see some of the different maps that we're going to get. I'm going to scroll all the way down here. We'll go back to that in a second, but let's look at the maps. Look at this. You got this gorgeous world map. And one of the things I love about this is that the water's clear. So you can see, like, there's something down here. They're teasing something for us. There's something down here at the bottom of the ocean. But you can see this absolutely beautiful open world ready to write your story in. They even have cartographers versions, which is so incredibly cool. We've got a capital city that's a large, sprawling city to give your players an idea of where things might be located and what the city feels like. There's nothing I hate more than having to try and give my players the feeling and like the flavor of a city that I don't have a map for. I can't show them what the style is of that city. I'm not bad at describing, but I'm not that good. So to have a map like this of cities that I can pull up or that I can pull out of the book just to show them like and give them in their mind this vision of what the area looks like is invaluable as a DM. Next we have the castle, and it actually has that cutout view so you can, because I mean, I'm not great at imagining what rooms might be in a castle, but with this cutout view, I know where things are supposed to be. So when my players enter into this door here, I know that they're going into the throne room. And if they go up into the tower, I have an idea of what's actually in the tower that I can describe. So incredibly helpful for a DM. They have castle dungeons. My players would end up in the dungeon. 100% guarantee my players will end up in the dungeon. Look how cool this is. And there's an underground river. What's that underground river for? They're not going to tell you. It's a beautiful blank world for you to decide what that underground river is for. So exciting. Wizard's Tower? Yes. Yes. Taverns. I wonder if that's the Tasty Tavern. Look at these taverns. Farming cities. This is something that they never give you. Settings books, adventure books, they never give you this. You have to just kind of come up with this. Could you imagine being able to put this beautiful map up on the TV if you use a TV like I do in my D&D table, or pull it out of the book to show your players what the area looks like? Paints such a beautiful picture. And there's even more. Look at all of these different maps that they're planning. We're planning port cities, mountain cities, docks, marketplace. I mean, the list goes on, and I cannot wait to see them because this artwork is absolutely gorgeous. So, the nitty gritty. This Kickstarter is hitting November 10th. November 10th at 10 a.m. And you have various levels that can get you some really, really cool stuff, okay? So at the very first level, which is a pledge of $35, you're gonna get the digital file. So all of the files that they're gonna have physical copies of, they're also gonna have digital files for those of us who put our maps up on a screen, which is amazing. So I can have a digital file to show my players, and then I can have the book to myself because DMs, they thought of everything. Every page of these is going to be dry erasable. Oh, you can take notes directly on your map, and then you can erase them later and start a new campaign using the same map that doesn't have a bunch of pencil notes on it. You can use a wet erase so that they stay on there long term. I'm telling you, this is gonna change how we homebrew, and it's gonna be amazing. But I'm so sorry. Continuing. So you're going to get the hardcover lay flat binding book, so you can just lay it out if you want to do that. Token packs to be able to mark different areas, and stickers to be able to mark different areas on your map for where your players have been, maybe NPCs that they've met. An oversized fold out map, so you can have a big map to show them too. All of it, again, dry erase. $60 pledge level, you get all of that, plus you get an NPC deck. You know how I'm always saying that I hate to come up with NPCs. I've made my NPC ebook, which again, you're welcome to purchase. I was super cheap, but so I made NPCs because I hate coming up with them on the fly. They're gonna have actual little cards that have incredible artwork on one side that you can show your players, and then the other side has the information about the NPC so that you can hide that information so that they can see what the NPC looks like without any of their secrets being given away. You're going to get a World Builders GM screen that's going to have a whole bunch of information on there to help you build your world, and a Town Builder pad. So we've been talking about this. This is going to be the ultimate pad to help you figure out towns and cities and what is in your world. And again, it's going to be dry wet erase, which will be amazing. $99 pledge. Look at how gorgeous this one is. You get this gorgeous box for your maps and for your packs. You get a really cool cloth map as well as custom dice and a dice bag. My dice goblins rejoice. We get dice. I cannot wait to show these off when I get them. But look at this box. It's so gorgeous, and these dice are beautiful. So beautiful. And then for the collector set, look at this map. Look at this cool map that you get. And then you get the whole placemat, like table mat. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait for this to come out. It's going to be so much fun. If you want to get one of the lower levels and then maybe just add the GM screen, you can do that. Or add the town creator pad, you can do that. 50 pages. So this is going to be like a legal pad. You're going to be able to write the information about your town and then just tear it off. Put it in your DM binder like I do. And then you have another one ready to go. You can do another town. You can just keep making towns like that for your homebrew. It's going to be incredible. NPCs that will work in any setting, in any story ideas that you come up with. These NPCs are super flexible. You can use them anywhere. Dice, game mat, and then a metal coin for those moments when you can't decide if your NPC is going to kill your player or let them go. Flip a coin. Here's a little sneak peek of the NPCs. So what's going to happen is you're going to have the NPC and you're going to have beautiful artwork that you can show your players or use it to describe the NPCs to them. Each one of them is going to have quest options. They're going to have 3 different quest options. So they can do like a one-off quest, they can do a little more in depth, or they can do a whole plot of a quest with these NPCs. You can use them however you want. They're not necessary to the world, and they can fit in any campaign that you decide to run. You can use them in any city and in any place, and you can just kind of, if you've been lazy that week or super busy and didn't have time to prep, you can use one of these NPCs to kind of start a quest line to take your players through that. You can use them to give yourself ideas. If you're not sure what kind of plot or story that you want to run, you can use these NPCs to kind of evolve and flavor your plot. But all of them have gorgeous, gorgeous art and really interesting and intriguing stories that your players are definitely going to love. So what are we going to get with this? Well, we're going to get 50 pages of maps, beautiful artwork, absolutely gorgeous. You saw how pretty it is. We're going to get a hardcover lay flat binding, dry erase pages for our maps for editing and changes and notes. We're going to get tons of tokens to put on there, interactive NPCs, artwork with details, and basically we're going to get a world that we didn't have to create, that is completely blank to write our stories in. And this is why I say we're gonna change the way that we homebrew forever, because no more do you have to be terrified about running a homebrew because you have no idea where to even start with creating a world. Now we have a world that is our sandbox. We can write any story we want in it. You finish one campaign in this world, you simply erase everything and you start a brand new campaign within the same world if you want to. You can even change the features, you can change the way that the cities work, you can change the hierarchy, you can change the religions, you can change everything about it. You just have the world that you can work in. And that is absolutely incredible. It's something that we as DMs haven't had before. And it's gonna give us an insane amount of freedom to be able to create stories with our friends that we haven't been able to do before, or at least I haven't been able to do before because I'm not creative enough to come up with my own world. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. So leave a comment below. Are you excited about this? As a DM, is this what you've been looking for? Are you a homebrew master? Is there something that you would add to this? Like I said, I have actually partnered to be a team member on the Wanderer's Guide. So I'm giving them input and kind of guiding where they go with certain things. So 100%, you leave a comment, tell me what you would love to see in the Wanderer's Guide, and I will pass it along, and we will see if we can just make this the ultimate and most helpful resource for DMs that has ever been made. And then when this releases on November 10th at 10 a.m., I hope that it just goes crazy. I hope that it is a huge success on Kickstarter so that we can help as many DMs as possible. Let's take the fear out of homebrewing. Let's take back our RPGs and put our stories into them. Let's live our stories with our friends, and let's change the way we homebrew forever. I can't wait. So until next time, my friends, may your game have advantage. Halfling Hannah here, signing out.